New video posted to social media may hold clues about the whereabouts of one of the inmates who escaped from a New Orleans jail. The manhunt continues for the two remaining inmates, and investigators are taking a close look at new videos posted to social media. They appear to show one of those inmates pleading his own case. So let's bring in CBS News reporter Katie Weiss, who's been following this story from the very beginning. Katie, tell us about this kind of bizarre social media post.
You know, this story just keeps getting stranger. At this time, we are told that authorities are aware of a video circulating on Instagram of Antoine Massey, which is one of the two men who's still remaining at large at this hour after 10 men escaped from a justice center, a correctional facility here in downtown New Orleans more than 2 weeks ago. So he's been on the run for quite a while, and he's appearing in the video very calm and explaining, hey, I'm innocent, and maintains that he is not guilty of the crimes, the domestic violence crimes that he's accused of. The Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office posted a statement just 2 minutes ago about their thoughts on this, saying, quote, if the individual depicted in the video is indeed Antoine Massey, we strongly urge him to come forward and turn himself in to the proper authorities. Cooperating with law enforcement is in his best interest and may help avoid additional charges. Now, it's important that justice is served as appropriately and that due process is followed. You know, I think what's interesting is when the inmates first made this brazen escape more than 2 weeks ago, they scribed messages on the walls for guards on their way out the door, writing things like, it's too easy, LOL, but one of the other messages was, we're innocent. And now you hear it right from the mouth of someone saying it again, that he believes he's innocent.
You know, Katie, with just two inmates left, what are we hearing from police about where the search stands now? Are they any closer to finding these individuals given those social media posts?
That your guess is as good as mine. I've reached out to both state police, to the Attorney General's office, FBI. We know that state police says that they are continuing to work on the search. They declined to comment about any updates on the status of their investigation. Just a few days ago, authorities did tell me that they are searching across multi-state lines. They don't believe that Massey and Derek Groves, the other man who's still at large, has the resources to be able to leave the country at this time, but they do think that they've had quite a bit of help. And that was one other thing that Massey mentioned in his video, is he actually tried to defend one of the women who has been charged as an alleged accomplice for helping him in this case.
Katie, you've been on this case since day one. Thank you so much for that update every single night.